Well, howdy, boys. I told you I'd give you a review of my vehicle here. 2019 GMC Yukon XL Denali. I didn't spend too much time looking for reviews, but I didn't come across the review I wanted to. So here we go. Man, I wish I had a wide angle lens so we could fit more in the shot here, but oh, what am I trying to show? Oh, I was going to show you guys. Assistant airbags, it's nothing new, but just trying to show you. Magnetic shocks as well. Really awesome ride. But we'll get into that later. Really more or less cozy. Anytime I say something good about comfort or cozy, you can exclude these seats. They're pilot junk. Got nothing good to say. Don't want to spend too much time on those seats. But as you can tell, it's a Denali. It's really dirty. I don't know what happened to Spokane, but it's getting slammed with snow. So as far as the interior, I guess we could do that. I'll try to keep it as quick as possible. I'll run down the deal as quick as possible. Okay, stay quiet, buddy. What do I like about it? You know, it's very cozy, very roomy. There's nothing really to add or subtract to this, you know, besides the seat, man. Got nothing good to say about these seats. What a pile of junk, GM. You guys are something. Seats, again and again, are pile of junk. Anytime I say cozy or comfy, you can exclude the seats. They're junk. As far as everything else goes, very nice interior for what it is. You know, it ain't a German-made vehicle. You've got the little Volt in there, which I like. There's not really a whole lot to share in here, besides for a small size to large size people. It fits. You know, you fit. They're just comfortable in there. And for the record, I got a bad back, but guys, don't mix that up with bad seats, okay? I'm not gonna blame the seats when my back is at an adjustment, but when my back's well adjusted in a 2014, seat works just fine, meaning a Ram product seat. If you guys follow my channel, you know I have a lot of those Rams, but my limited Ram works just fine, and I'm not putting my bad back onto a bad seat. Now, this is just junk. Can't say enough bad things about how off these seats are awful. But as far as inside, as you guys could tell, I got a little kid, and then I got an infant, and then another guy back there. They're cozy, they're roomy, they love it. They call it GMC, nothing else. They just call it GMC. Pop boom boom GMC. That's my little girl. That's how she says it. I'm like, okay, let's go. Let's enjoy the GMC. As far as kids, very comfortable, very roomy. As far as, you know, the back gate goes, the kick option is something old, I think, in the GM world, but I really like it. It's something I gotta give props to GM for. For whatever reason, I know you could go and look up specs, but no one's done this. Well, I haven't seen guys do it. Okay, so let's bust out the measuring tape, gosh darn it, and keep things simple. Let's just say you got 31 inches and about 31 inches. Okay, keep it simple. I like this SUV for a particular reason of actually having room when your third row is up. You still have room, you know, to put your stuff if need be. Put your kid down here and change the diaper. I mean, just this is a family rig. The most boring rig I've ever bought, driven. It's very quiet, it's very soft, but you know, for what it was intended, it's definitely a solid rig. I can't say it's a bad rig. The seats suck. Just mind blows me how crappy the seats are for 2019. But you know, these guys are power and that stuff. I'm not going to show you stuff because I have car seats in the back. But as far as practicality, it's definitely up there and it's very convenient. I like power running boards. I just don't know how long they're going to last. But nothing different here. Everything's the same. You know, a whole lot more comfortable. I have a 05 Mercedes that used to be my family rig, and you know, bending over and getting the car seat is a whole different world than just opening a door and just plopping the car seat in there. So yeah, gives you enough room for the kids to walk in and out. I really like the captain seats, so you don't gotta flip seats down. I was specifically looking for captain seats, so yeah. Nothing new here either, but I figured I'd show you. Spokane's been pretty rough with the weather. Getting those weather tech stuff coming in. So yeah, you know, that's a DVD player. not when the vehicle's in motion. And then you got a couple DVD players there. Definitely a fun car. Now, that's as far as the interior goes. As far as the exterior goes, Paul, why'd you choose this color, guys? It's a very unique color. If you, like right now, based off of the sky, it looks more or less goldish with a hint of green. But if you just look into it, here, where's my finger? So you got one color there, and it's a very unique color. Is it the best color on the market? No, but it's called pepper dust. The uniqueness to it is what got my attention and what had me. I always liked a almond or off-white Denali, but you know, just too many of those. So I was thinking burgundy. Burgundy is a very heavy color. It's a very bam color, but being an SUV, I wanted it to look light, and just wanted it to look light, and I wanted a light color vehicle. So that's what I did. Now, I know there's nothing new to show you, but I'll still show you under the hood what I got there. Is a 6.2. I always knew that if I ever gonna buy gas powered, it's gonna be GM. Hold on a sec, guys. Hands down, GM builds the best gas powered engines. It's GM, and I could critique this all day long, and this is just a bunch of horse crap, guys. I don't know where GM would come up with this genius idea. But for what it is, you know, I think all this needs to be wrapped and snug. But for what it is, it's definitely it's the best you could choose from. And as far as what I mean, the best, putting the three up to compare, you know, you got Chrysler, you got Ford, and then you got GM. So GM to today's day has the best gas powered engines. And of course, you guys are going to blow up the comment section saying XYZ. I know the 3.5 is very peppy, but try to keep it for 200,000 and then come back and tell me how wonderful that engine is. Hemis, I just don't know. I don't know where Hemi fits. They got the get up and go, and they're definitely not bad engines, but they don't have the edge on GM. You know, GM just got their gas powered engines down. I don't have a whole lot of experience myself, so what the heck am I talking about? My best buddy has a lot of experience with GM, and I mean we've covered quite a few of the engines. But what I could tell you is this 6.2 derived from more or less 4 engines, and I got nothing but good things to say about this. And it's not because my stuff's the best stuff there. No, it's just it's a good engine. Now the transmission is a whole different world, man. Out of all the things on this vehicle, the transmission is what worth the buy. I know that sounds a little loud and a little extreme, but this transmission has me very impressed. It's very intelligent, and it's very proper tuned shifts. So like, let's just say the shift firmness of the shifts is right, and the intelligence. So I believe it has something to do with the camera. I don't know, that camera over there, it keeps it between the lines and maintains speed and all that. It has that package, so it's pretty cool. We'll talk about that later. But practicality functions of the 10-speed, guys, this thing is awesome. Now, what I underline shifts, I don't know if you guys nitpick at trannies like I do, but the shifts are very crisp. There's nothing burning, slipping, making up his mind kind of crap. It's shift, it's crisp, and it's clean. Now, the intelligent part, I feel like the radar could read the ups and downs. So let's just say you're going up a slight hill. It'll always select the proper gear without a single mistake. And there's a lot of case scenarios. But let's just say you're going up a hill and it's maintaining, you know, it has enough torque, but you want to pass. And as you're trying to pass, obviously it'll downshift. Well, you know, you're going to the throttle, and as soon as you let off, it's going to upshift. No, it seamlessly downshifts and just sort of holds the gear, and just everything's so fine-tuned. It's very intelligent that once you crest the hill, it's just perfectly timed, you know, upshifts. Where before you went to pass, it could have maintained, let's just say, fourth, it downshifted to third, and it just holds third, and it's very intelligent transmission, guys. I've heard Ford and GM got together and built this transmission. I don't know how Ford tuned theirs, but GM definitely something I gotta give you guys props on. You got your transmissions down, period. This 10-speed is well worth the money. The 6.2 is a very good engine. It's a 6.2. It has the power. You know, it's not neck snapping. It's a different tune of power. It's a different kind of power, but I'm very impressed. Engine, a solid good. Transmission, exceeded my expectation by a long shot. I'm pretty sure you guys could understand that and see that now. Now, there's something I said I was going to come back to, and I don't remember what it was. Oh, the adaptive cruise thing. For a GM product, guys, it's doing as I expected. Didn't overshoot it like the transmission did for me. I'm very surprised with the transmission. The intelligent cruise does the job very well. You can't expect it to be a Tesla or, let's say, a Mercedes, but it definitely got my approval right there where I expected it. You know, I don't know if you guys that are watching my channel, following my channel, I modify my vehicles a lot, but this one is a school bus, and it's going to stay fairly factory. Probably some mud flaps. Shoot, man, what's going on with this camera? Some mud flaps and that rubber mats all around the vehicle. So a couple up front, one down the middle, the back one, and then the one that runs back here, and then a mat in the back. I think that's about it, guys. I don't have a whole lot of miles. Like, it's just, miles vary, you know. All these miles are in town besides one trip, 150 miles from Spokane. I went to Tri-Cities and back. But I think it has about 1,000. I think it has about 1,000 on it. It's annoying. So I'm just trying to cram as much as I can in. Practicality, someone that's looking for it. And come on, how do you guys, obviously I'm new to this thing. It just doesn't want to boot up, and that's just going to shut it down. Okay, well, heck with you. Let me start the vehicle. Let me show you. 944, so pretty close to 1,000 miles. For these 1,000 miles, most of them are in town. I absolutely love the suspension. I like the engine, definitely a solid engine. And I'm blown away by the transmission, how intelligent it is and how properly tuned it is. That's about it. You know, the practicality, hands down, they got it down. As far as design, it's a 1998 clicker, and I don't know what GM's thinking, but you'll be clicking a 1998 cruising on down the road while that 3.5 turbos is going limp mode or whatever it's doing. I know you Ford guys gonna love me, but heck with it. Anyways, that's it, guys. That's all I had to share with you. Keeping it as jam-packed as possible and without wasting your time here. Something that's, before I let you go, something that I'm gonna underline. So 13.6. Oh, I fueled up. I think it was a day ago or last night. I fueled up at Costco. So, you know, it idles a lot, but as you can tell, average speed 60 miles an hour. But 11.4 isn't bad. I think, yeah, wow, since new, average at 12.8, and miles per gallon is, or miles per hour is 20. So you know this thing idles a lot. What did I see going to Tri-Cities, guys? I was doing pretty decent, above 70 last 50 miles an hour. So what I did, I was doing well over 70. It was a kid's birthday party and didn't want to let my kid down. I told him I'll take him there, and I took him there. Took the whole family there. So I was cooking along there and back. I think I averaged 18.5 or 18.9, something like that. So to be safe, expect about 18, 19 miles to a gallon. 90% interstate, you know, 10, maybe 15% in the city. Now, as far as driving normally, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I wasn't driving reckless. I just set the cruise at a decent rate. Let's just say if you kept it at 70 and all highway, I would expect a solid 20. Maybe once it breaks in, 20 is some change, and I mean maybe 21, 22. But I don't know what's showing here. Best 20.1 miles per gallon. I don't know where it's coming up with that, but average is 11.9, or excuse me, 11.4. So there you go. You know, as much facts as I could give you, as much as I appreciate or hate this vehicle, to sum it all down for you guys, you don't really see anything new on the exterior, you know, for the last quite a few years with these bad boys. But the engine, absolutely, the Denali is worth the engine. Let's put it this way: Denali let me down. Whatever, I have a video of that as far as interior and creature comforts go. But you get the engine and the transmission with this pack, or with this trim level. It's definitely worth it. Those fives, the 5-liter whatever, just they're not enough. You know, the 6.2 is definitely worth it, and the transmission is definitely worth it. Now, as far as shoot, man, I lost my train of thought. People just keep calling me. Whatever, man. God bless you. May y'all have a mighty fine day, and whatever I come up with, or not whatever I come up with, once I remember, I'll probably throw it in another video about this vehicle. But I was giving you guys a rundown of something, but who cares? Anyways, God bless you. Have a mighty fine day, and ciao. Bye.